initially they thought you were on their flight, and I think you thought you were on their flight.
At LAX, Yolanda's been called to help a confused passenger.
It was scheduled at 6:55, I think.
6:55?
You know, catching somebody in a lie is honestly easier than you really think it is, especially when this guy's talking. You know, this guy could really be speaking nothing but the truth. I'm still gonna say he's lying though, because it just sounds like he's not telling the truth. Because I mean, hey, listen, 6 is one number, an hour later is completely different. What's up, boys? It's Bumpkin, and welcome back to another one of my videos. So I was minding my own business making my next flight to Moscow, and I see this guy in a wheelchair. Now, my initial response, as any normal person's would, was to say, ha, that guy's in a wheelchair and I'm not. But see, then I saw the super cool benefits he was getting for being in a wheelchair, and now I've just decided that I'm going to fake being crippled for flight privileges. Sweet. All jokes aside, this guy decided that since there were benefits for being in a wheelchair, he was gonna fake being disabled. I don't know how bad and how far this gets, but I'm curious to see with all of you. So, if you enjoyed the video, you know, like, sub. I say this every time. I just really hope you guys are listening. Alright, let's watch.
The only ticket that you have here is for 8:55.
He changed that. I would have been here at that time.
No, it's 8:55 tonight. You still have time because
Right.
it's
I have a lot of time.
Right.
I have a lot of time. I have time to use.
This lady looks like she's trying so hard to listen to this man, but honestly, I just know she wants her shift to end. I hate to be the one to say this right now at this time, especially since the video just started, but I actually have no clue what he's even trying to lie about at this point. Did he get here too early? Did he get here too late? Does he have time? Is there no more time left? He's just said everything possible, so I don't know what's going on. And I mean, hey, I'm not a like expert on disabled people, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like he's just casually sitting inside of that chair like his legs aren't dysfunctional. Do people do that? Because I feel like the only excuse for even moving your legs in your wheelchair if they can't move at all is being uncomfortable, but you can't feel them, so why would that matter? Like I said, I don't know enough about disabled people, and this guy isn't even actually disabled. We don't even have a real source. I just know, not saying that I do, if I was pretending to be disabled, I wouldn't move a muscle, especially the legs, you know what I mean? Get a little blanket for your legs so they can inspect what's going on under there, because I feel like if someone looks hard enough, they're just gonna be like, hey, I think that guy's lying about being disabled, and then the whole plan's ruined. Guys, please don't pretend to be disabled. I just felt the need to say it, alright? Just just in case. Listen, man, the CEO is always watching. You gotta be careful.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I could have been at home eating and all of that, you know, and having a good time, but now I'm here stuck.
Passenger George Washington is still confused about the time.
Wait, who? Sorry to tell you, lady, but George Washington is dead. Get with the program. Are you telling me this guy's name is actually George Washington? Is this like no joke? He's already lied about being disabled. You might as well go all the way. If man's is actually named George Washington, it's gonna be really hard to convince people you're disabled. Because first you have to convince them that your name is actually George Washington. The way this guy just has no clue what's going on. Did he even remember to bring his ID with him? I just want to know if his real name is George Washington. That is now my new goal of this video. Like, bro, it's just the way she kind of glossed right over it. Didn't even say anything about it after. Like, no, please tell me more about George Washington. Does he plan on running for office anytime soon? If that is his real name, I want to meet his parents too, so I can just like punch them in the mouth or something. Naming your child George Washington, unironically, has to be one of the saddest things I've ever come across in my entire life. You were such a huge fan of George Washington that you named him after your child. Was it worth it? Or was the kid literally just a throwaway, so the parents were like, you know what, fuck it, whatever. George Washington looks just like him.
Look to me to be under the influence of something.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I did check your reservation, and uh-oh.
Like, look at bro fumbling. You're moving your legs and everything. No one's ever gonna believe you when you're in this state. Not only that, what the fuck did he say on our way there? At first I was like, he could be under the influence. I mean, that could be anything. But then he makes this
Check your
sound, and I'm like, what the fuck is... So now I'm convinced he's under the influence, pretending to be disabled, and his name George Washington. I don't know. We just started. There's just a whole lot to unpack here. The video is only like 4 minutes long.
I'm a military man. All I told him was, look, I worked real hard for this country, and this is the thanks I get.
Is that what you were saying? You're injured and you're just coming back from Afghanistan?
And this is the thanks I get?
Dude, that sentence has to be the most piss poor way to get whatever you want, and I swear it never works. Ah, sir, thank you so much for fighting for us in Afghanistan. Here is your restrictions-free flight. I don't understand what he's trying to do here. Did he think he was just gonna come to the airport and get the Afghanistan fighter privileges? Guys, I want you all to thank Abraham Lincoln for his service and give him free flight privileges. I don't care if you don't work there, give him the privileges. He deserves them, and that's the thanks he deserves. Oh, and he'd be having fun if he was home right now, but he's not. Too bad, so sad, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Here's what I have to determine.
Phoenix, El Paso, anyway, all I do, I want to make my final destination. That's all I want. I want to go home. I already been everywhere. This is the thanks that I get?
Bro, if he says that one more time, I'm gonna show him the thanks out the front goddamn door. Yeah, no, I can't actually do anything, but good God, I get it. You're mad that you're not getting more treatment, whatever the fuck you want. But it's like you just can't show up in a wheelchair and say, hey, I'm from Afghanistan, I'm trying to go home. One thing I'll never understand is the desperation for humans to change something that's just inevitable. Not on some I'm on a different level shit, but like, bro, if you are going through something that you just cannot fix, a flight gets canceled or delayed or whatever, and there's just nothing anyone can do about it, and you're continuously berating somebody that just works there to fix it. You know, not a pilot or anything, not anybody with the information, not Mother Nature quite literally with the weather, just regular workers within the airport. Jesus Christ, you're one of the most insufferable people I've ever come across. Just get the information you need, find out that your shit got canceled, find out what you have to do to accommodate to that, and move on. Life isn't stopping because you want something to go a different way. Like, there are people that will argue for hours with workers about something so small, and it's like, do you not realize how much time you're wasting on one situation that's happened hours ago? Like, do you really care about it that much still? Like, let's be honest, if I was sitting inside of an airport arguing for hours, I'd be exhausted. Honestly, I can only imagine how the workers feel when they have to do it against their will.
I think I've been had. His dad said he fell off a roof and had to get a hip replacement because he fell. That's not funny, I'm sorry.
Oh, right, guys, it's not funny. You shouldn't be fucking laughing. One thing I will say, I think it's pretty cool that she was such a good sport about it, right? Yeah. Even though, honestly, knowing me, if I was like at work and I wasn't happy enough, I would have been kind of pissed that someone just sat there and told me a sob story and it was all cap. Honestly, I'd probably respect him for it. He did a pretty good job at lying, good acting. But hey, I guess he wasn't a war veteran, but he was a party veteran. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, there was literally like 5 seconds after that video, dude, even he laughed about it. I don't know. It was just like one big interesting joke, it looks like, to be honest. And on that note, I think I'm going to end the video here. If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and also be sure to comment down below so I can go hard it. While you're at it, go follow me on Instagram and my Twitter. And you guys have a wonderful day. Peace, peace.